If you were to ask someone when was the last time the mainland US was attacked by a foreign power, they would probably say during the War of 1812. However, this is false. During World War II, the mainland US was attacked by the Japanese Empire. This attack had little military significance but caused widespread panic on the Pacific coast. Despite this, the attack is largely forgotten, and on today's episode of Bet You Didn't Know History, we're looking at it. Only a little over 2 months after the attack on Pearl Harbor, the United States was attacked once more. This time, not in a faraway territory or state like Hawaii, Alaska, or even the Philippines, but in Ellwood, California. Located in Santa Barbara County, Ellwood was a small coastal town. However, Ellwood possessed oil fields, which were the target of a Japanese attack on February 23, 1942. That night, a Japanese submarine was lurking off the coast of Ellwood. The sub was an I-17, a behemoth measuring 365 feet in length and holding 17 torpedoes with 6 torpedo tubes. The sub was also equipped with an airplane launch pad and a 5.5-inch deck gun. The I-17 surfaced, and with this deck gun, began firing at the Ellwood oil fields. The Japanese were trying to destroy the oil storage tanks. The Japanese did not succeed in this goal, and after firing 25 rounds, the submarine disappeared beneath the Pacific. Why Ellwood, though? Ellwood was a good target because the Japanese were already familiar with the area. Many Japanese ships had used the Ellwood oil fields to fuel before the war. Beyond this, oil was crucial to the American war machine, so destroying Ellwood's oil reserves would have slowed the Americans somewhat. However, this attack also begs another question. Why was it unsuccessful? I-17's shelling of the coast was unsuccessful for several reasons, a key one being that the sub only had armor-piercing shells on board. This ammunition is much better for taking out enemy ships, which is a submarine's main purpose, than it is for bombarding coastal targets. This has led to speculation that the crew of I-17 was not simply trying to destroy the Ellwood oil fields, but trying to test if such an attack could be carried out without an American response. The answer to this was yes, as I-17 successfully escaped after completing its bombardment. Although the attack was militarily a failure, it caused widespread panic on the West Coast. The panic partly contributed to the false alarm just a day later that would come to be known as the Battle of Los Angeles. The battle started when rumors went around about a Japanese air assault on the city. Anti-aircraft batteries began firing into the sky, and panicked citizens fled for cover. When the next morning came, 5 people were dead from the panic, but not a single enemy plane was shot down or even detected. This was the last time the United States mainland was attacked by a foreign power. The Japanese did not try any attack like this again, despite its psychological impact on American citizens. The attack not only set into motion the Battle of Los Angeles, but also a large-scale invasion paranoia in the American West. Just weeks after this battle, President Roosevelt issued Executive Order 9066. This order would force tens of thousands of Japanese Americans to vacate their homes and move to relocation camps, where they would be imprisoned for the rest of the war. President Roosevelt was worried that these Japanese Americans would help the Japanese Empire and betray America. The paranoia caused by the attack on Ellwood and the subsequent Battle of Los Angeles partly contributed to this. Bet you didn't know that!